Today on The Dish, we set our sights not on a chef or restaurant, but on the baguette. In 2022, UNESCO, the organization known for protecting sites around the world for their heritage and value to humanity, gave the baguette intangible cultural heritage status. In other words, the long, distinctive loaves are a unique part of French and human culture. The baguette sharing gastronomic company with the likes of Arabic coffee, kimchi, and Belgian beer. So how did the crusty bread earn such reverence? No better place to find out than right here in Paris.
The City of Light is more than generous with her awe-inspiring landmarks. The Eiffel Tower, the Arc de Triomphe, the Louvre. But it's here at the Sunday market and at boulangeries around the city that you'll find one of the quintessential symbols of French culture. La baguette.
The baguette for French people, it's like a Proust Madeleine.
Merci.
Like a joyful memory. You have a baguette when you are a kid, you put some chocolate in it, you have like a breakfast with your family on weekends, you can go on holiday with a sandwich, like it's very like a companion during your life. Pâtisserie qui manque, je te coupe le flan.
Ouais, merci beaucoup.
Amelia Bell and her husband Antonin opened Boulangerie Mimi in the 11th arrondissement 2 years ago, both leaving the financial world for a taste of this. Hands-on, early morning work, along with their staff, creating beautiful and mouth-watering pastries and tantalizing breads.
Bread is like the soul of French people.
I love that. How would you say that in French?
C'est l'âme d'un Français.
L'âme d'un Français?
Yeah.
To help me understand the soul of the French,
And just shape it like that.
You say it so easily.
as you can see, Amelia put me to work
Yours are so perfect and mine are gaining shape.
with a crash course in baguette baking.
And after that, you can shape it like a baguette. And this is how it looks like.
I think I may have killed this one.
From the hand rollout
You need a blade and
Okay.
you need to lean a little bit.
to the razored slices that bake in the loave's distinguished look. The baguettes we were making, la baguette de tradition, or the baguette of tradition, which are the only baguettes worth trying, according to French historian and bread expert Stephen Kaplan.
It's a baguette that will make you smile. It charms you. It engages you. It touches you emotionally. And it's the emotional inscription in your frontal cortex that will keep you alive and happy for the rest of your time.
I met up with Kaplan at New York City's Ohrwasser's Bakery before heading to Paris to get a better understanding of the baguette,
Take this baguette
Okay.
and do what I'm doing. Blow on it.
which meant a quick tutorial
nose.
on bread.
Can you smell the caramelization?
Yeah.
It's like pouring wine into a glass and aerating it, and you're bringing out the aromas from the crust.
And its history.
Bread from the beginning was not a gastronomic object, but a political object. It was so necessary for those in power to guarantee access to good quality bread at a reasonable price in sufficient quantities that it became the measure of the stability of a political system.
In France specifically,
Bread was what people survived on. Bread was what defined their politics. Bread was sociability. Bread was breaking it and sharing it and creating community. Bread just constructed everything about Frenchness.
as for the baguette, it took until the 20th century for it to gain popularity in France. Thanks in large part to a law preventing bakers from working before 4 a.m., the baguette's long, thin form made it one of the only breads that could be made before breakfast.
Social factors, taste factors, price factors invited bakers to shift and to begin to do this baguette. And at first, the baguette was quite interesting.
While it's translated to wand or stick, the baguette's distinction goes well beyond its name or shape.
The baguette was the marker of things French. The baguette, the bottle of wine, maybe a beret, and maybe Edith Piaf singing Je ne regrette rien.
And I'm riding on a bicycle with a little basket. Yeah, I have the whole vision of it.
Exactly.
But over time, Kaplan says the quality of the baguette declined.
Bakers are making it too quickly. They're being paid by the piece oftentimes. They're skipping stages, and they're using more and more additives to compensate, more salt to compensate for the lack of taste.
With the image of the French symbol sullied, a law was passed in 1993 to try to restore the traditional quality, a special designation, la baguette de tradition. To qualify, baguettes must be made from start to finish on the premises of the boulangerie and can only contain 4 ingredients: flour, leavening, water, and salt. As for the finished product,
how do you tell a good bread is without tasting it? Not the
Ratatouille
smell,
chef
not the
Colette
look,
and Kaplan
not the
agree.
sound, with the crust, listen. Oh, a symphony of crackle. Only great bread sound this way.
While the baguette is defined by its crustiness, Kaplan says there's more.
Is the aroma intense or is it weak?
From aroma and taste to an architectural elegance on the outside,
It has a color that's not white.
and the quality of the crumb on the inside.
The crumb and the crust are coupled. They live the way most couples do, with a certain amount of tension and a certain amount of symbiosis. And that crumb has to be a creamy, off-white, pearly, sometimes yellowish color. It has to have little cavities. We call those alveolage.
Which brings us back to Boulangerie Mimi, with our baguettes fresh out of the oven.
So you want crusty outside, like that you can maybe heard it.
I can hear that
Yeah, exactly.
right away.
And of course you want holes in it, like a
Oh my
lot of holes.
gosh. Totally mine. This is like perfect. So many holes.
Yes, it's a perfect baguette.
Finally, it's time for a taste.
So how is it?
This is incredible. And this is exactly what everybody keeps telling me, that it has to have the crispy outside. It's like a chewy, but not overly chewy inside. And the flavor of it. Thank you.
My pleasure.
With my mouth full. Merci.
Avec plaisir. So now I'm waiting for you tomorrow at 6.
I'll be here if I get to eat after.
Yeah. Deal. It's a deal.
It is also the smell, you guys. Just smell it, the caramelization, the crunch. You guys have some there in New York. I've got some here. I've had more baguettes than I've had in my lifetime, and they are all so good.
It was a really cool piece, and we have a huge spread here. Thank you to Ore Washers in New York for all of this. We've got the bread, we've got the marble. What's the This is marble.
These are tasty treats.
Marble loaves. We got a pistachio, is this?
Pan chocolat.
Oh wow!
Dive into the baguette,
pistachio.
Jeff. Just dive into the baguette.
Yeah,
I already did.
I ate my whole one. See, DJ? That's all I got left.
Good stuff.
Holes, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud.
Thank you, Dana.